Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Practice Gratitude Success Show. And we are live. Today's Friday, and you know what that means? That means J-Man is in the house. Now, J-Man is not actually in the house yet, so let me take a look over here to the side and see if he's coming in. But that's okay because we got plenty of people here that we can, I want to welcome Larry, who's going to be in the house on Monday. Larry's going to be here. He's going to be our guest, our co-host on Monday morning. So that's really cool. Christi, welcome for being here today. Chris, Len, thank everybody for showing up here today. We're moving into a weekend. We just came off of a very powerful call from Dr. Doug Fireball, who kind of bumped Jackson out of the way. I thought J-Man was going to be the guy today giving the Saturday Night Fire call, but oh well. Sometimes those things happen. But it was a great call. If anybody was there, I just got to receive the message here from Jackson. Let me see what he's saying. Let's see. Okay, so he's on the way. He's on the way here, so he should be here in just a second. So I guess he's going to talk about his special guest this evening on the Friday Night Live show. I'm not going to spoil it. I'll wait till he pops in. But anyways, I'm pumped up. I'm actually running a little bit late today. I'm still in my t-shirt. I haven't even gone for my run. I haven't even done my video yet this morning. So I kind of put that off. I'm going to go right after this show. I'm down to Fiesta Island. Go down and go see Andy, the Groove of Fiesta Island, and then do my morning routine a little bit after. Hey, you know what I was thinking today? I was doing some writing, and I like to come up with acronyms. And this isn't really an acronym. It doesn't even make a word. But do you have any non-negotiable daily rituals, NNDRs? Do you have any rituals that you do every single day that are non-negotiable? I know when Len comes here, Len Mooney comes here and visits a lot of times. Len has certain rituals that he does in the morning. He gets up, he meditates, he reads. There's certain things that he does his video. He does his coffee with Len video every single morning. There's certain rituals, there's certain things like you get up in the morning. There's probably not a day you're not going to brush your teeth. That's a ritual. There's certain things that we do go to the left, go to bed. Of course, there's certain rituals. Maybe it's coffee. There's certain things that we do every single day that are just become rituals. Now, do you have any non-negotiable rituals? Things that are going to make you go forward in life? And what are they? What are your non-negotiable rituals? Do you have any in all the areas of your life that's going to propel you to make you grow better? And if so, what are those things? And it's good to sit down and take some time and write those things down. Write those things down in your journal in the morning. Some things that you are going to do no matter what, because it's so easy. It's so easy for us to get busy. We get so busy, and I've done that. You want to do lots and lots of things. You're doing this, you're doing that, and you don't take the time for yourself. And it's so important to take that time for yourself, to love yourself, to take care of your body, take care of those really important things. These are your non-negotiable daily rituals that you must have. How about your relationships? Are you married, or do you have a significant other? Do you tell that person that you love them every single day? That should be a non-negotiable daily ritual every single day, that you have those things. Hi, Lisa. Welcome, and welcome to all the other people coming in. But do you have any non-negotiable daily rituals? And if not, write those things down. Write those daily rituals, things that are non-negotiable that you are going to do from today forward. This is not like a New Year's resolution goal sort of a thing. These are just things that you should have at your core. And we talked about core. Dr. Doug Fireball today on the Saturday on Fire call talked about core, about consistency of relentless expectations, things that you're going to do at your core, that you every single day you're going to do these certain things. If these things, if you have this in your core of certain things that you're going to do, your effort that you're going to put forth every single day, then that becomes you. That becomes you, and you just grow from the inside out, because everything we have in our life, everything we need is already inside of us. God already gave everything we need to us. It's already there. A lot of times we're always looking for outside. So, well, I'll be okay when I get this, or when I get this. It's those things are nice. Those are things that come because of the person we become. Jim Rohn always talks about that. And I forget the exact quote, but I just remember kind of what he said. It's not what we want that matters in life. It's the person we become. It's who we become when we're pursuing something in life. When we're out there looking to become better in life, it's the person we become, not the things that we get. And we have to be willing to give up all of those things, give up everything, but don't give up your core. Keep that core, make your core stronger, grow yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, relationship wise, socially, and financially and spiritually. All of those areas we can grow. If- we can get better. Look at it like on a scale of like 1 to 10. I like to do that. I've told Len about that. I have a thing called the ABCD of success, and the A is that's your basically your. It's easy to remember because A is it's like your attitude. That's your emotional mental state of mind. Your B is your body, easy to remember. C is your connections with other people. D is your dollars, and the E is your that's everything. That's your eternal life. That's your spiritual connection. So on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you? And your A, your emotional mental state of mind. Are you confident? Are you assured of yourself where you want to be? How do you feel? How do you feel about things? Are you joyful? Are you grateful? Are you blissful? Are you happy? Or are you kind of sad, kind of depressed? Are you sort of like angry? Look at that. That's the lower end of the emotional guidance scale. Are you high? Are you like a 9, 8, 9, or a 10 where you should be? Or are you like a 1, 2, or 3? Doesn't really matter because wherever you are, you can improve that. If you're a 1, you can become a 2. You're probably not going to jump up to be a 9 or a 10 right off the bat. You can become a 2 right off the bat. You can pop up. Let me see if I can bring Jackson. But the same way goes with everything, with your body, with your relationships, your finances. You can raise that level one step at a time. And as long as those arrows are pointing upwards, then you can get there. So let me see if I can go bring Jackson over here. I guess he didn't get the link, so let me go find him. There he is. Boom. And hopefully he's on the way over here in just a second. But we can do that with every area of our life. We can improve just a little bit. And once we start moving a little bit up, then we build that momentum, the momentum of more, where we just start going up in that direction. Because you want to be going up, not down. So that's my take on the whole momentum thing, my ABCDE of success, because we can always grow, we can always improve, we can learn, we can just keep improving, getting better, and hanging around with people, hanging around with the people, the community people that you associate with. They always talk about they always use the example of our finances. We are about the sum total, the amount of money we have, we're about the sum total of the 5 people that we hang around with the most. But it's not just money. It's everything. What if you were a gym rat and you always hung around people who were always in the gym working out, lifting weights and exercises and things? You're probably going to be kind of like those people. It has nothing to do with money. You're probably going to be more in shape. You're probably going to look better. You're probably going to feel better. You're going to know more about what to do with your body, with your the food that you take in and things like that. So it doesn't really matter what area, whether it's the A, B, C, D, or E. Here, Jackson, I think you're here now, buddy. You made it.
I've been here the whole time, and I
Oh,
was having a ball just listening to you go, man.
I can go on about the ABCD because I've actually wrote that years ago, and I actually practice it. I do it I do that all the time. Len knows that, but it's just for me. It just keeps things simple. I need to have a simple system to keep things in perspective, because it's so easy to get so distracted with so many. We're being bombarded by things out there, bombarded by things. So if I can categorize it A, B, C, D, E, even I can remember that.
Yeah, yeah, that's slick. Well,
So
tonight
welcome, Jackson. Welcome, J man. So you got bumped off today, man. What happened there? What happened to that
I don't
thing?
know. Yeah, what's going on? I was happy that Doug did that. Wasn't that a great call?
That was a great call with the core. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a really good one.
yeah, that was really good. Um, the well tonight, kind of what you're talking about, keeping things simple. Tonight, finally, the Friday Night Live. We're gonna be talking tonight with our guest host Angel Belichowski. Will be here tonight on
The
Friday Night
angelic
Live.
one.
She shall, and we're it's tonight's entitled "I Quit," and it was so funny because I was ready to do this the Friday Night Live a couple of weeks ago, and all we put is "I quit," And then we disappeared from the internet. So everybody was like, oh, maybe he was serious here. I was like, that was bad timing.
We got to watch. We have to watch the words that we say.
Yeah, no kidding. They come to life. But it's how to turn yesterday's overwhelm into tomorrow's fortune by quitting. And that's as much as I'm going to say about that. You'll have to turn into Friday Night Live tonight, but it'll be a good time. We're going to be talking to Angel Belichowski a little bit about how how she's just taken off and gone from she's come out of her cocoon and now she's a butterfly, and we're going to talk about overwhelm. We're going to talk about getting your head cleared up and getting you on track and getting you moving in your business. And so it should be a lot of fun and also a good experience to kind of get you lined up and going forward. Because let's face it, like Bob, like you were saying, there's a lot of things out there that distract us. A lot of things.
Yeah, like the fly that's flying around my house here. Like right now, there's a little fly that's one of those things.
Oh, that's my little spy drone that I sent over there. For a second, I got a little camera on his leg there, and
oh, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that tonight, Jeff. I'm really looking forward to that because that's such a huge topic. We get so bombarded by so many people. People with good intentions. They're not bad. They have good intention, but there's so much noise, and we just start working, doing things. Taking how many webinars do some people come on at nighttime? Like maybe 3, 4 at a time. It's like,
well, yeah, it's not only that. I mean, you're right. I mean, it's like walking into a carnival or the state fair at night when you were a kid, right? And you've got the tilt-a-wheel going over here, the merry-go-rounds going over here. Come on, step right up, throw this ball. I mean, this space is a lot like that. And we get in there and we want to go on every ride. We want to eat every piece of candy. And or popcorn and caramel apple. You got to have this, you got to have that, and then what happens at the end of the night? You feel sick,
right?
And that's overwhelm, and that this space can deliver that a lot, Bob. And what the message that I want to get clear through, because it really helped me, it helped Christi as well, and it's helping others that we work with on our team. What we want to get clear is it's okay to stop the noise. It's okay. And not only is it okay to stop the noise, it's okay. We need to stop the noise, and we need to act like we're running a business and ourselves, each of us. I'm talking about me. Right. I'm talking about everybody. And when we do that, when we get into that mode, why then, when distractions and things come at us, when ideas come in our head, we have to treat those like I don't know, little people, coming in. Well, let's do this and let's do that. No, I can't do that because I've got this. And so as we start living more organized and more purposefully,
I love that.
Then those distractions can't get us because we've already got our goals set into place. We already know what we're going to do. You're not a CEO of a company and you come in and it's 9:35 and work just started. And you go, oh, hey, I think I'm going to go throw darts at the bar. Right. Or I'm going to go for ice cream or whatever it is. I'm not saying that the people are doing that, but you stay on track because you have a day there. And you have to get through that day and those set of things to go on to the next. And I think a lot of times what happens is, people talk about making a plan, living by a to-do list and stuff. And we think that's a neat idea for everybody else, but I've got this. And when we start putting pen to paper and we start, taking and plotting out like a course, if we were a group of Marines here and we were all going to go and we had an objective and we got dropped behind enemy lines, we're not going to stop and go get a honey baked ham. We've got something to do. And I think that's what we're going to walk away from Friday Night Live tonight is for those that really want to get serious about their business. We're going to kind of plot out a way. Not only, I'm not talking about a to-do list here. I'm talking about a commitment level that you set within yourself and that you have a target. What does my brand represent? And so we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight, because when you understand what your brand represents, okay, and what you want to represent within your brand, then you make a plan. And we're not talking about some elaborate things where we, go to the White House and we go to the control room. It's just a plan you put on paper and say, this is my objective. My brand is, let's say, health and fitness. Okay, so that's my brand. And I'm only doing things that are going to help my brand in health and fitness. So anyways, we're going to talk about a lot of that tonight. And I think folks are going to walk away. Angel Belichowski has been doing quite a bit of personal coaching with Doug Firebaugh, and uniquely because of the position that Christi and I are in, we have that same opportunity. And so there's just as do you, Bob, and others. And so there's or at least you will.
Well, we do anyways, right through you. We get all that. Everything that you're receiving, you're passing it down to us anyway. So we're all a team.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, that's what our community is about, is that people that, get us, like us, and can put up with us, and our mission statement and what we're all about, which is to help people's lives. I mean, to help them live a better quality of life, to help them not be sick. And of course, we all have been hit with this freight train of reality, that, we're fragile, guys. This is, we're spirits inside of a body, and this temple that we have is very fragile. And but it also, Chris shouts. It also is it also is an incredible body that can do incredible things and have incredible longevity. If you think about it, so what is the average male is like 73. And then it's, that does not have to be our reality. That is a reality in a sick, duped, lied to populace. And when, we are just on the cusp, everything, Bob, is changing. Like, we're all sitting here on different parts of the world or the United States or wherever, and we're all joining each other in this virtual community that we're speaking in right now. Well, just like technology is getting smarter, so is our food. So is our medicine. We're getting smarter, and we're finding out that our food is our medicine. And not only that what we put on us goes in us. And so when we start realizing that and understanding that, what we understand, Bob, is that we don't understand, right? Because when before did we have 100%, maximize superfoods, super green? I mean, not even us particularly. These products are out there. These people are understanding that living organically and putting good stuff in you extends, so we could be living to 100, 120, 130 years old. That's what we're talking about. And I think that a lot of people miss that. We're all buying into, oh crap, one of these days, soon, if I keep living, I mean, if you do it right, you get older. If you get older, you get sick. So now we've got a situation to where if we live right, not only can we live older, we can be sharper. I mean, you can have another 30-year career at your age, Bob.
We don't have, well, I plan on that.
I do too. I plan on you doing that. Make it 50.
I've always planned. Years ago, I made a Facebook page one time, and it was like a race. It was called Race to 100, and it was all revolving around the stroke support thing. I did it with some other guy. We had like a little challenge, and the minute I set the intention that I was going to live to be 100, I felt energetically, I felt better. I said, hey, yeah, it became a reality in my own mind. It was the expectation of, yes, you know what? I'm going to live to be 100, and I'm going to do it healthily. I'm going to, and the minute I did that, I set that intention. It wasn't like, I'm going to just, 75 years old, I'm going to just get sick and die. Like you're saying, you don't have to get sick. You don't have to go down that road if you don't want to.
Well, we know, and we're finding out more information. I mean, I can feel really kind of bad, with this knee thing that I've had going on. A lot of pain going on from that, and just generally worn down. But man, when I go in there and I bang some of those superfoods, boom. So later down the road, I'm not going to talk too much about this now, but I believe that we have, in essence, tapped into the fountain of youth. And I mean that. I really do. Because you never before, I mean, come on, when could you get 16, 20 pounds of superfood vegetables in your body a day before? What would happen if you took that to 50 pounds, 100 pounds a day, and you were working out and you were getting yourself, I don't know what can happen, but I'm going to find out. And I'm going to do a video blog about the whole thing in the future. So we'll be talking about that here as well. One of these Fridays, I'm sure. Because you know what? Health is, it's what it's all about.
It's a big part of the whole puzzle. It's a huge part of the whole puzzle, because if you don't have that, you don't have anything else. Everything else is just like, doesn't really matter, does it?
Larry Ryan says, party in Vegas, 4/21, 2056. I'll bring my walker, Larry. We'll all be there in scooter rounds.
But going back to what you're saying before, like what you're gonna be talking about tonight with Angel Belichowski about staying focused on certain things. I think a lot of people when they get into their become self-employed. The reason they want to become self-employed, first of all, they want to make more money, but they also want to have a lot of time freedom. So I think the perception is, okay, now I'm self-employed, I can do what I want to do when I want to do it, which is true to an extent. You can do anything you want to do. However, you're not going to have the success if you're always buying honey baked hams or going wherever you want to go, whenever you want to do it too. Isn't that kind of like what you're saying? We need to have some kind of focused consistency, some non-negotiable daily rituals that we must do if we want to succeed.
Well, yeah, you got ham brain. Well, yeah. I mean, the thing of it is that even at Doug and Jody's stage, which you can imagine, these guys have a pretty good lifestyle, and they deserve it. They've worked hard. But even at their stage, I'll tell anybody that can hear this right now, or anybody that's listening, if you're in a place where you want multi-level marketing success, you want a home business, direct sales success, and you want to build a team, that's why community connection and alignment and all this stuff that we're talking about is so important, is because when you become immersed in a mission that is going to ignite a team enough to where they're going to want to do this. Like, our team wants to do this because it's about them. It's about helping others. But when you become immersed in that daily, you are in that community. People are coming at you as you lead and pick up that mantle, and you start doing the things that you're supposed to do, and you want other people to do the things they're supposed to do. You're immersed in that community. That community is coming at you all the time. And that's what makes us into diamonds. That's what makes us into sharp leaders, is that action in action, reaching out, having conversations. And, I think the element, Bob, that's lost a lot of times is the excitement of actually building, because there's so many things out there that people, we talk about, we hear it in MLSP all the time, make your dream big, make what you're doing big. And, it really does help, because when you're on a worldwide mission and like what we're talking about, many of us, I think probably everybody is almost in here, with what we have, it gets exciting, because you're sharing something with truth. You're sharing something that's real. You're sharing something that's life transforming. You're sharing something where people are coming back to you and they're going, thank you. I can't believe this. Like Chris Schaus, thank you. I haven't been able to be regular like most of my entire life. That we go, and stuff like that, when, you know, people, different health problems. But the thing of it is, when you have to live with that inside of your body on a daily basis, and then you're free and those are off and it's no longer, it's such a relief. So, I mean, when you get involved in something that has truth that's larger than yourself, and what it's giving is giving, you know, back to the people, it's a servant minded thing, man, it's exciting. So that action and just being there, all the things that we're talking about, Bob, come in alignment as soon as we take up that mantle and we actually reach out to folks and we start building within our teams, and caring about the people in our teams as much as ourselves. It's exciting. You know, Dr. Doug looked at me, and I'll let you go because we're about 5 minutes here, and I'll let you kind of wrap up. But I was at a live event. I'm sitting down with Doug and we're talking and stuff. And I was building, we were doing Friday Night Live and everything like that. And we were building our deal, but we were not building a team, more in training mode. And he said to me, he said to someone, he said, what a life, you know, what a life, like saying to Doug, what a life you live. And he turned to me and he goes, it's a really great life. I highly suggest it. And it is. And we're finding that out because it's fun, and you wake up and you care about people, and there's people that come to mind, and we're building a family. And so Friday Night Live will be a blast tonight. There's Priscilla is in the house. Friday Night Live will be a blast tonight for sure. We're going to learn some stuff, get ourselves aligned and moving forward. And Bob, thank you as always, and everybody for inviting me on the show.
Well, thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm really looking forward to Friday Night Live tonight. Jax, for people who haven't been here before, how can they get a hold of Friday Night Live? How can they get in there tonight?
Well, they can look on your wall, or they can come just right to my wall on Facebook, or they can go to the group, which is Friday Night Live Mastermind in Facebook. But I'll have the link out there, and it's sure to be a good time tonight for sure.
No, it's a great show. It comes out every Friday night at 6 o'clock Pacific time, 9 o'clock Eastern time. It's an hour-long show, and he usually has guests on there. Jackson and his lovely wife Christi, who's over here, and they bring in guests and they talk about. They bring the guests out. They bring the best of the guests, which is pretty cool. And Angela Belichowski is going to be their guest host tonight, and she is part of our team. She's part of everything that we're building with this whole organic movement. And that's, you know, we didn't mention any particular product, but what we have is something that comes from nature. It's not some Frankenstein sort of put together thing, or mascara, or some kind of thing that's going to be harmful to people. What we're offering is straight from God, straight from Mother Earth. It's 100% wild crafted organic products. So this is not a place to be talking about products, but this all we have is a wonderful gift, I think, that we're sharing with the world. And the community that you mentioned. I think the community is a big part of it. It's not like, okay, here it is, now go out there and sell people. We are part of a community that is encouraging and lifting each other up as we do this. That's a cool thing. Now, speaking about community, after tonight you have Friday Night Live, but then Monday, Larry Ryan is going to be the co-host of this show on Monday morning. So check that out. Make sure you come in Monday morning, and we're gonna find out more about Larry. Just find out what makes this guy tick. This guy up there in Illinois, up there in the Chicago area. We'll find out more about Larry Ryan. I'm looking forward to that show.
Right on.
Well, cool. Well, thank everybody. If anybody has anything, have any last comments you want to make or anything, Jackson? Any questions that anybody before we get out of here for today? There he goes. What?
Yeah, right.
What?
are you talking about?
We're going to put you on a hot seat, Larry. Larry's going to be in a hot seat.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see what makes him tick. Take him apart. No, just guys, have a wonderful day. Go out there and, get some conversations. Talk to folks. Be brave, because it's worth it. It really is. You just never know. You have to, like Chris Schaus was talking to me last night. She said something. You got to ask, and it's so true. You got to ask. So go out there, talk to some folks today, strike up some conversations, and then get ready to have a party on Friday Night Live.
Terry, I will answer that question. I will give you the information on how to get a hold of Jackson and Len. Yes, Len Mooney he's got this regular series going on. It's a law of attraction webinar on tomorrow morning, 8:30 Pacific time. And so check that out. You can look at find out Len Mooney's wall, or just, I'm sure Len will post it on my Facebook wall as well. So make sure you check that out tomorrow morning, 8:30. I was there last week. It's really cool. It's a really pretty cool thing. Len has a lot of stuff to share with people, so check that out. And then Friday Night Live tonight, and Larry Ryan next Monday, and Terry Miller is going to be back on with her friend Roseanne on Wednesday. So that's really pretty cool. So guys, go out there and have yourself a wonderful weekend. But we'll see you tonight. We'll see you tonight on Len Mooney. Put down lenmooney.com/dream. So just go to lenmooney.com/dream, and you can register for his event tomorrow morning. So we'll see you. We'll see you all later on the Friday Night Live show, guys. Thanks a lot for coming today. Bye bye.
Take care, everyone.